I don't even know where to begin. Honestly, I never thought I'd be writing something like this, let alone posting it online for strangers to read. But lately, I've felt like I'm drowning, and keeping it bottled up is only making it worse. Maybe putting it into words will help me figure out how to breathe again. I'm 21 years old, and until recently, I thought I understood my family. Not perfect, but solid. My parents have been together for 25 years, more than a quarter of a century. Growing up, they were what I thought a relationship was supposed to look like. Arguments here and there, sure, but mostly stable. Or so I believed. It all started last November, though I guess the cracks were forming long before that, I was just too blind to see them. That morning is burned into my memory. It was cold. Cloudy. I was still half asleep when my bedroom door creaked open and my mom stepped inside. Her eyes were red, puffy, like she'd been crying all night. She sat on the edge of my bed and took a shaky breath. "I need to go away for a bit," she whispered. I didn't know what to say. What do you say when your mom, the person who's always been your anchor, looks like she's falling apart? She told me she needed time, that things weren't right in her head, and she had to work on herself. She didn't mention my dad, but I could read between the lines. Their marriage had been strained for a while, and maybe this was their way of hitting pause. She moved in with a friend. Said it was temporary. Told my dad the same thing, I guess. I tried not to pick sides, but honestly, it felt like someone had ripped the ground out from under me. Still, I respected her decision. If she needed space to heal, who was I to stop her? The weeks passed, and we settled into this new normal, me and Dad at home, Mom wherever she was. She'd call sometimes. Quick check-ins. She missed me, she said. Loved me. I missed her too. More than I could admit out loud. Then January came around, my dad's birthday. Out of nowhere, Mom came back. Walked through the door like she'd never left. I remember the way Dad's face lit up when he saw her. For the first time in months, things felt okay. We went out for dinner. Laughed. Watched some old TV shows we used to love. For a night, it was like none of it had happened. I let myself believe she was home for good. But that hope was short-lived. A few days later, she sat me down again, same spot, same broken voice. Told me it was too soon. That she still wasn't ready. And just like that, she left again. I didn't argue. I didn't even have the energy to ask why. Weeks turned into months. I stopped wondering when, or if, she'd come back. Maybe this was just life now. People grow apart. Parents separate. I tried to stay neutral, but deep down, I think I started siding with Dad. He was here. He stayed. Then came last night. The night everything fell apart. I'd just come back from work, planning to spend the evening zoning out on the couch, when Mom showed up out of nowhere. She told me she was back, for good, this time. I wanted to believe her, but something felt off. There was this tension in the air. A heaviness I couldn't shake. And then he showed up. Some guy. Mid-50s, suit, expensive car. I didn't recognize him, but the second my dad saw him pull up outside, something inside him snapped. It was like everything he'd been holding in for months burst all at once. The guy barely had time to say a word before Dad was outside, shouting, demanding answers. Mom tried to get between them, but it was too late. The damage was done. The man drove off, but the questions stayed behind. Turns out, Dad had his suspicions for a while. The late-night phone calls. The business trips. The sudden need for space. And seeing that man show up was all the confirmation he needed. Mom had been having an affair. 4 months. Probably since the day she left. The shouting match that followed. I can't even put it into words. Years of love, frustration, betrayal, everything came out in waves. No punches were thrown, but the police were called anyway. Neighbors probably thought it was domestic violence. It wasn't. No one got hurt physically. But emotionally, we were all bleeding. Dad spent the night at the station, for safeguarding, they said. Just in case. I stayed behind, sitting in the kitchen staring at the same cold cup of tea for hours. Mom cried. Kept saying she was sorry. That it just happened. That she didn't mean for it to get this far. But what does that even mean? Affairs don't just happen. You make choices. You cross lines. Over and over until you can't see the way back. I didn't sleep. Couldn't. How do you sleep when your whole world's just gone? I keep replaying it all in my head. Every birthday. Every family trip. Every stupid argument over what to watch on TV. All of it feels fake now. Like our whole life was built on this fragile foundation that crumbled the second reality hit. And the worst part? I don't even know how to feel. I love my mom. She's always been there for me, school plays, breakups, bad days. She's my mom. But right now, I can't even look at her without feeling sick. And Dad. God, my heart breaks for him. 25 years. A lifetime. And she threw it away for what? Some guy in a suit who probably doesn't even care. I keep thinking about the future. What happens now? Do they try to fix it? Is there even anything left to fix? Can you ever really forgive something like this? I packed a bag this morning. Texted a friend who lives across the country. Told them I needed space. They didn't ask questions, just told me to come. So I'm leaving for a bit. Maybe a week. Maybe more. I don't know. I just need to breathe. I don't know what I'm hoping for by writing this. Maybe just to know I'm not alone. That someone out there has been through this and come out the other side. Because right now, I feel like I'm free falling, and there's no one there to catch me. I keep thinking about loyalty. About love. About what it means when the people you trust most betray you. Does it mean everything was a lie? Or just that people are flawed, and sometimes, even the ones we love most make the worst mistakes? I don't have answers. I'm not even sure I want them. All I know is I miss my family. The one I thought I had. The one that doesn't exist anymore. And I don't know how to move forward from here.